The Chicago Sky's 2024 season came to a frustrating end, marking the conclusion of a year that was supposed to signal the dawn of a new era for the franchise. Instead of closing with a playoff berth, the Sky found themselves on the outside looking in, their postseason hopes dashed after an 87-54 loss to the Connecticut Sun. The game, which served as a microcosm of the team's season-long struggles, highlighted the significant obstacles the Sky faced, particularly with key players sidelined by injuries. The Sky entered the final game of the season needing a series of improbable results to secure the last playoff spot. They not only had to defeat the Sun, who were fighting for the number 3 seed, but also relied on the Atlanta Dream and Washington Mystics losing their games. Unfortunately, the Dream and Mystics pulled off upsets, and the Sky, depleted by injuries, couldn't muster a win, falling to 13-27 for the season. Atlanta secured the number 8 seed with a 15-25 record, leaving Washington and Chicago to miss the playoffs. For the Sky, this defeat was the final blow in a second-half collapse, as they stumbled to a 3-13 record after the Olympic break. The team, which had shown flashes of promise early in the season, was hampered by a series of injuries to key players. Rookie star Angel Reese, who had an impressive start to her WNBA career, was sidelined with a wrist injury, while fellow rookie Camila Cardozo missed time with a shoulder injury. Shenedy Carter and Diamond Deshields also dealt with foot and ankle injuries, respectively, leaving the Sky severely undermanned for much of the final stretch. The loss to the Sun exemplified the team's struggles throughout the season. Connecticut capitalized on the Sky's weaknesses, forcing turnovers and converting them into 25 points while limiting Chicago to just 6 points in the third quarter. Dana Evans led the Sky with 14 points, but it was far from enough to overcome the Sun's dominance. The game was effectively over by halftime, and by the end, the Sky had little left to give. "It wasn't fair to anybody, what we went through," forward Isabel Harrison said after the game, reflecting on the team's tumultuous season. The disappointment of missing the playoffs is particularly tough for a franchise that was 3 years removed from winning its first WNBA championship. However, this season was never meant to be the final step in the Sky's journey but rather the beginning of a larger rebuilding project. With new head coach Teresa Weatherspoon at the helm and general manager Jeff Pagliuca overseeing roster construction, 2024 was always seen as a transition year. There were glimmers of hope amid the struggles. Reese and Cardozo, though dealing with injuries and rookie growing pains, showed immense potential. The duo, alongside a promising young core, represents the future of the franchise. Yet, both players struggled with efficiency and consistency, typical hurdles for first-year players adapting to the pace and physicality of the WNBA. The team as a whole had difficulty maintaining composure and staying healthy, which presented significant challenges for Weatherspoon in her first year as a head coach. The Sky's struggles weren't just on the offensive end. Despite strong rebounding and defense from players like Reese and Cardozo, the team frequently found itself unable to score effectively, particularly in crucial moments. This lack of offensive firepower was compounded by injuries that limited the depth and balance of the roster. These flaws became more apparent in the second half of the season, culminating in the Sky's post-Olympic break freefall. However, the Sky have already begun to lay the groundwork for the future. On the morning of their season-ending loss, the team re-signed veteran center Elizabeth Williams to a 1-year extension. Williams, a defensive anchor for the team, played only 9 games before suffering a knee injury, but her leadership off the court remained a key factor in guiding the younger players. Her return, even in a backup role behind Cardozo, will provide crucial stability and experience as the Sky continue to build. The upcoming 2025 WNBA draft represents another opportunity for the Sky to bolster their young core. With a top 4 lottery pick secured and an additional top 10 selection, Chicago is well positioned to add more talent to complement Reese and Cardozo. The draft class is expected to be deep, with stars like Connecticut's Paige Buchers potentially available, offering the Sky a chance to further accelerate their rebuild. While the 2024 season ended in disappointment, the Sky remain optimistic about the future. This year was never about immediate success but about laying the foundation for sustained excellence. The team has committed to building around its young stars, and with more draft capital and a strong developmental infrastructure in place, the future looks promising. Yet, the pain of missing the playoffs lingers. The Sky haven't missed the postseason since 2018, and after the heights of their 2021 championship run, falling short of expectations is a bitter pill to swallow. As they head into the offseason, the front office faces a crucial period of decision-making, tasked with turning potential into performance.